How are we doing, Panthers? Welcome back to the Coaches Show. I'm your host, Julian Lochgren, here with Coach Wendell. This past Thursday, our Panthers played a game against the Arlington Seguin Cougars. What are some of the good things that you saw in the game on Thursday?
Well, we had a lot of fun. That's what you're supposed to do playing football. You work really hard all off season. You work hard all through camp in August, and then you get to game week and you work hard and you invest a lot of time. So you want your players to have fun and enjoy it. We won. That was a positive. We threw 3 touchdown passes. That was a positive. I think our passing percentage was about 60%. So we did some good things there, holding an opponent to 13 points. 14 points, I think we'll win every game that we do that. So there were a lot of positives and came out of it healthy. And when you play the first game, you kind of evaluate and you see what you've got to work on. And it was good. It was time to play a game, and now we're ready to move on and get better.
How does winning our first home game of the season set the tone for the rest of the season?
Well, it's one of our 4 goals was to win the first game, and especially being at home, that was kind of special. And I think it gives us obviously some momentum, gives us some enthusiasm about the future, some hope for everybody, fans included. And so winning the first one was big. We always love playing at MISD Stadium. Had a great crowd, had a great student body. It's always a fun place to play.
As always, you brought some players here with you today. Tell us who's here.
Chad Regal's with us. He started quarterback last year, started quarterback this year, and played some other positions for us. Really good athlete, leader on our team, and does a fantastic job. And played really, really well last night. Had 2 touchdown passes and read the option well. And just one of the kids that loves football and loves being a Panther, and proud that he's part of our program.
Chad, what position do you play, and how did you get started in football?
Position, I play quarterback. I'm an athlete. I play some slot and some other positions. But it all started when I was 5 years old. Growing up, played flag, and then just worked my way up from there.
And what are some of the goals that you have set for yourself and your team this season?
Some goals I've set for myself is, to get my passing yards up and to host a playoff game at home. And for the team is to make history and go past 3rd round.
Take us through a big play that you were involved in on Thursday night.
Big play to Diego Bidenston, 40-yard pass, touchdown.
Thanks, Chad. Coach, this next week we play against the Ennis Lions. What should we expect to see in this game?
The biggest thing we've got to see is we've got to see improvement from week 1 to week 2. We've got to have a great week of practice, and regardless of the outcome next week, we have some things we need to clean up, especially special teams, and need to get off the field on defense and get better on offense. I'd like to throw it a little bit more. We had a hard time getting into a rhythm last night. We only had 48 downs, and we threw it, I think, 9 times. We want to throw it a little bit more, but typically we have 65 to 70 downs because we couldn't get off the field, and they did a great job of offensive game plan, keeping the ball away from us. And we need to do some things a little bit better in the run game, but mostly improvement is what we need to see.
And what will the team be working on in practice to prepare for next Friday?
We'll start with special teams. And we've spent a lot of time on special teams, but they weren't very good last night. And then, we've got to shore up some of our pass protection. Chad was under duress a couple of plays last night, did a good job protecting the ball and running it instead of throwing it up. But we've got to get our pass protection down. We've got to shore up some things on the offensive line, but that typically comes a little bit later as the season progresses. And then defense, we need to get a turnover or 2 or 3.
And what's been the theme that you'll be pushing this week, and how will y'all play that out on Friday?
Well, for this week specifically, it's going to be respect. We want to earn respect of our opponents, and also improvement. But for the team and for the season, our theme is 1-0 and win the day, and that's just getting better each day at practice, each rep at practice. And we've got a senior-oriented team, so if you're not really focused on getting better, seniors don't get a whole lot better from their junior to senior year. So we've got to really focus on each rep at practice and attention to detail, and so that's our theme for the season.
That wraps up this week's edition of Coach's Show. Thanks to Coach Wendell and Chad Regal for being here with us today. Next week, our Panthers will play against the Ennis Lions. If you're able to, please be sure to come out and support the Panthers. The game starts at 7 p.m., and be sure to buy your tickets online. Thank you all so much for watching.